Am I the only one that didn't know God's strength is made perfect in our weakness? Let's dive into that. It's a profound concept that can change the way we view our struggles and challenges. Often we think we need to be strong all the time, but what if our moments of weakness are actually opportunities for God to show His power in our lives? Life can be tough. We all face moments when we feel overwhelmed, but there's hope. These moments of feeling overwhelmed are not the end of our story. They're the beginning of a new chapter where we can experience God's grace and strength in ways we never imagined. It's in these times that we can truly understand the depth of God's love and support for us. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, God says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." This verse is a reminder that we don't have to rely on our own strength. God's grace is more than enough to carry us through any situation. When we are weak, His power is at its strongest, working in and through us to accomplish His purposes. Think about that for a moment. Reflect on the times when you felt the weakest. How did you get through those moments? Was it your own strength, or was there something greater at work? Often it's in hindsight that we see how God was carrying us, even when we didn't realize it at the time. It's in our weakest times that God's strength shines the brightest. Just like the sun breaking through the clouds after a storm, God's power becomes evident in our lives when we are at our lowest. It's a beautiful paradox that in our vulnerability we find the greatest strength. When I was going through a rough patch, I felt like I was drowning. The weight of my problems seemed too much to bear, and I didn't know how I would make it through. But it was in those moments of desperation that I turned to God and found a source of strength I never knew existed. I felt like I was drowning. The waves of life were crashing over me, and I couldn't catch my breath. But in that moment of feeling utterly helpless, I cried out to God, and He reached down and lifted me up. It was a turning point in my faith journey. But then I remembered Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This verse became a beacon of hope for me. It reminded me that I'm not alone and that I have access to a divine source of strength that can help me overcome any obstacle. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse became my lifeline. It was a constant reminder that no matter how difficult things got, I had the strength of Christ within me. It gave me the courage to face my challenges head on and the confidence to keep moving forward. This verse became my lifeline. Whenever I felt like giving up, I would repeat it to myself, and it would give me the strength to keep going. It was a source of comfort and encouragement, reminding me that I was not alone in my struggles. I started to lean on God more and found an inner strength I didn't know I had. It was a transformative experience. As I relied more on God, I began to see His hand at work in my life. My faith grew stronger, and I became more resilient in the face of adversity. We all have our personal struggles, and it's easy to feel isolated in our pain. But we must remember that we are part of a larger community of believers who are also facing their own battles. Together we can support and uplift each other, drawing strength from our shared faith. But faith can transform our weaknesses into strengths. When we place our trust in God, He can take our most difficult situations and use them for His glory. Our weaknesses become opportunities for His power to be displayed, and our struggles become testimonies of His faithfulness. Think of David facing Goliath. David was just a young shepherd boy, but he had faith in God. He didn't rely on his own strength or abilities. Instead, he trusted that God would give him the victory. With just a sling and a stone, but most importantly, with faith, he conquered a giant. David's story is a powerful reminder that no matter how insurmountable our challenges may seem, with faith, we can overcome them. But most importantly, with faith, he conquered a giant. It's a testament to the power of faith and the strength that comes from trusting in God. When we face our own giants, we can draw inspiration from David's example and believe that with God's help, we too can achieve victory. So, the next time you feel weak, remember that you're not alone. We all have moments of weakness, but it's in those moments that we can experience God's strength in a profound way. Don't be afraid to lean on Him and seek His guidance. Remember that you're not alone. God is always with you. ready to provide the strength and support you need. Reach out to your community of faith as well. Together we can lift each other up and remind each other of God's promises. God is right there with you, ready to turn your trials into triumphs. Just have faith. Trust that He has a plan for your life and that He is working all things together for your good. Ready to turn your trials into triumphs. Just have faith. When we trust in God, we can face any challenge with confidence, knowing that He is with us every step of the way. Our trials become opportunities for growth and transformation. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." You've got this. This verse is a powerful reminder that when we place our hope in the Lord, we will find renewed strength and the ability to rise above our circumstances. With faith, you can overcome anything. No matter what obstacles you face, remember that you have the strength of Christ within you. With His help, you can achieve great things and overcome any challenge. Unleash your inner strength through faith and watch as God's power works wonders in your life. When we trust in God and rely on His strength, we can accomplish things we never thought possible. His power is limitless and He is always ready to help us. And watch as God's power works wonders in your life. Miracles happen when we place our trust in God. He can take our most difficult situations and turn them into opportunities for His glory. Keep your eyes open for the ways He is working in your life. Keep the faith and keep going. No matter what challenges you face, remember that you are not alone. God is with you, and with His strength you can overcome anything. Stay strong, stay faithful, and watch as He works wonders in your life.